Hello, my cuties. Happy New Year. Technically, we're well into the new year, but no matter. Posted my Christmas video well after the new year, and then I'm back at school, so obviously. Hello. So it's been a second, and I've been busy. But I have a free minute because it's Saturday. I wanted to do a fun little video for you guys to set the tone for the new year, just to rebrand, because I'm really into doing a rebrand right now. This video is going to be a get ready with me while I tell you about my ins and outs for 2026. Not like a dark look, but also yes. You know what I mean? I'm also looking really pale. First in for 2026, sparkles. I don't really feel like I need to explain that one. Let's be whimsical, let's be fun. You know what I mean? Out, just being rude. Just know a lot of people on the internet and just like in real life in my past that like, they're like, oh, I'm just blunt, I just say whatever. No, you're just rude and think you can get away with it by saying that. Sorry. Okay, protecting your peace is in to an extent, and let me emphasize that. I've just had too many problems and too many things with people pushing people away and just being rude, like I said, and being like, oh, I'm protecting my peace and I'm just pushing away negative energy. It's like, okay, yeah, do that all day, every day. But it's like to an extent, like you have to be careful about it because you can't like use protecting your peace as like an excuse for just like dropping people out of the blue. Like you still have to like have adult conversations with people. You know what I mean? In my mind, protecting your peace is like if you're having a disagreement with somebody, just choosing to work towards an agreement, but also not to the extent where it's like taking up your life, Like prioritize yourself, but don't push people out of the way for that cause. Does that make sense? I don't know. Protecting your peace though. Big about that right now. Another out, I see a lot of TikToks about this. Being a contrarian. For example, the contrarian comes up to you and says, oh my gosh, like I've had such a bad day and like I'm just so tired and work sucks, da 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 da. And you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm so sorry, Mondays are the worst. And they're like, no, it's not even that. Like Mondays aren't even that bad. It's just you try to help and you try to be a friend. But does that make sense? Like, do you have somebody in your life that does that? That's just like everything you say, they contradict you. Like you're just trying to be a friend and have a conversation. In drinking water, I am guilty of not really participating in this one. I mean, I drink water more than I drink soda because I don't like soda. Like, I just don't like carbonated things at all. This looks crazy, but give me a minute. I have actually found, which, surprise, surprise, duh, Maggie, water does actually make you feel better and more refreshed, just as a person. Another out, talking about people's weight. I know that's a tough one. For people. Talking about somebody's weight in general is just like a big no-no for me because it's like you don't know what they're going through in their life for anything. It's also like, who gives a fuck? That just seems like a given to me, but I don't know, it makes me sad. It makes me upset, and like even if it's like, oh my god, you got so skinny, you look so good, da-da-da, it's like you don't know how somebody got to where they're at. Like you don't know if they lost or gained weight in an unhealthy way. Like you don't know unless you do know. And then still it's like, come on, what are we doing? That's just always like a wild one to see on the internet and just like in person, like at like family events and stuff. It's like, okay, stop. It just shouldn't be a topic of conversation. And like when I have kids, if I'm at like a family event and one of my like great aunts or uncles or whatever is like, oh, like this is their third roll, like are you really like, don't they need some vegetables or something? I'd be like, no, I teach my kids to listen to their body, and when they're hungry for what they're hungry for, they're gonna eat it, but thanks for your concern. Like obviously you have to go about it in a healthy way, but it's just like, it's just not anyone else's place to talk about anybody's body. Sorry, I could go on about that forever. That's just so damaging to people, and it's also damaging for little kids to like see that on the internet and also like just hear that, which I don't think little kids should be on the internet regardless. But do you know what I mean? The next in, I have been vouching for this one since 2020, Madison Beer. Duh. Her new album just came out and I got one of the signed inserts that I just showed you. Playing in arenas is huge. I'm very excited for her and I hope I can get tickets to go. Because I'm studying abroad the same time that she's in Europe. If I go, it'll be in Paris in the summer, which is like, wow. Anyway, she's always been that girl, and if you haven't yet, go listen to her new album, Out, natural deodorant, or crystal deodorant, or whatever the put some deodorant on. Oh, it gives you cancer. Everything gives you cancer. Me smelling the body odors coming off of you is giving me cancer, please. This is an in for me to go off the Madison Beer train. She kind of made me realize in one of her interviews, basically just choosing to feel bittersweet instead of feeling bitter. I wish that I had that mindset all throughout my first half of college, because that kind of goes with protecting your peace, and I think that I am slowly learning that that's just what I need to do in order to move on from any sort of bad friendship situation I've had. So I think that just feeling like, oh, you know, we had our time together and it sucked what they did to me and it was shitty, but they're not in my life anymore. And maybe that's for the better. And thank you, Madison Beer, for that song. I love it so much. Out. This goes along with protecting your peace, but the opposite. Toxic TikTok therapist speak. If you know what I'm talking about, you know, because people are way too comfortable with like just like straight up being like, the way that you're acting right now is really damaging my mental health, and I think I'm gonna come back to this conversation when you've calmed down. Like that kind of vibe. Oh my god, don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. What? Like, if anything, you're gonna make me more angry and I don't want to talk to you ever again. Also, totally valid to like, if you are in a conversation with somebody and you need a moment because you just need to think through your thoughts and like not say something that you might regret, totally fine. But if you're not gonna come back to it and you blame it on the other person, like, that's shitty. Come on. Another in, getting outside, feeling the sunshine on your face, on your body. Just it's cold right now, but even me opening my blinds just made me feel a whole lot more just connected with the world. You will never catch me in a dark room. I'm sorry. If there's a chance for me to turn on a warm lit lamp, I'm doing that. Anything I can do to make myself feel just connected to the world outside, because it's so easy to get stuck inside, especially during the winter seasons. Trust me, I know. It's so easy to get stuck inside and just like spiral and scroll on your phone all day. Even if it literally just is looking out your window and people watching, like that's such a good way to start just like practicing, you know, just being outside and just living in the world that you live in. Like, just live in your world. Like, you don't need to be on your phone all the time, and I'm such a hypocrite for saying that because I am. But like, I need to realize that too. As much as I love social media and like all the things that the internet has to offer, it's a scary place. And I think that a lot of people would be a lot happier and a lot less angry at the world if we just get off our phones for a bit. So I definitely want to try to practice things that will help me get off my phone less, like this. I'm on my vlog camera talking to you guys. And out, discounting somebody else's dreams just because they're different than yours. If somebody dreams of being a mother, being a housewife, that's not personally my goal. But I'm not going to go and say, you're wrong, you should not have that dream. You know, like, just let people dream and let people live how they want to live. Hello. And in celebrating small wins. Eldest daughters know, and just women in general. Achieving goals is just what you're supposed to do. You know, and like, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because I feel like that makes you more disciplined and driven. But, you know, celebrating small wins. Like, if you're not a big reader, but you want to get into reading, read 10 pages of a book and be proud of yourself for that. because maybe you continue reading because you're like, oh my God, I can't stop here, you know? Or if you are trying to eat healthier, which I feel like is a lot of people's resolutions in the new year, of course, because everybody can be healthier in some way, shape, or form. Celebrate every time that you have a vegetable with your meal, you know? Or every time that you resist buying that iced coffee that you really want. And like the big wins, I feel like graduating high school and graduating college is such a big win. Like, that's such a big accomplishment. And I feel like a lot of people just kind of are on to the next. Like, I know I was. Like, when I graduated high school, I had all these people around me being like, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. And I'm really thankful for that. But in my mind, I was just like, okay, like, on to college to graduate, you know, be proud of yourself. And out, being nonchalant. If you are a yapper, yap. Don't apologize for who you are. Be yourself. Loudly. If it's not for some people, it's not for them. I know all throughout middle school and high school, I was just naturally myself because that's just how my parents raised me, and, you know, I wouldn't apologize for anyone. But then all the stupid boys come around and they're just like, we don't want a woman with opinions. At least the wrong boys were saying that. If you're with somebody and they're very nonchalant and they don't loudly love you, leave them. My goal every day is to try to get less and less like, oh, sorry for being too loud, or sorry for... Take up space. Take up space. And I'll say it again. So stop being nonchalant. It's okay to show you care. Please. Please. Show you care. Make people feel loved and wanted. That's just what nonchalant people do not do. If you're nonchalant, it makes me feel like you don't want me in a space. I don't know. I could talk about that forever, and I will another day. And in aggressively chasing your dreams. Here I am. What's stopping you? Everyone starts somewhere. Emma Chamberlain started doing this, and look at her now. Doing all these fashion shows and podcasts and all that. Wake up every day and choose to live the life that you want to live. Out. AI, in general. Using AI to do daily mundane tasks. Like writing an essay. I understand if you need help to summarize the content or what you're supposed to do, fine. But, like, write the damn essay. Just write it. Just do it. Just do it. And I understand if you're not a good writer, fine. Go to a writer workshop. I don't know. Like, it's just not worth it at that point. It's just not worth the cost. Making a design for something, asking about the weather, like, I'll admit that I was guilty of this, like, last school year. Like, my roommate and I would stay up late and just, like, talk with ChatGPT. Like, I didn't know about any of the water stuff that was happening. People who say they care about the environment, animals not having homes and all that good stuff, and then use ChatGPT, you don't care about the environment. You don't. I'm sorry. Hate to break it to you, but you're not the girl you thought you were. Having your own opinion is in for me. If you see a trend and you love it, you know, absolutely go for it. But you don't need a trend to dress you don't need a trend to dress yourself. Like, if you like polka dots, go for it. If you like bows, go for it. But I'm just saying, don't do things just because they're a trend or just because somebody else is doing it. If you are strongly believing in something, who cares what TikTok says? Another out, dating loser men. Hear me when I say that. Dating loser men. If your man doesn't worship you, next. You can have an equal partnership, but like, you need somebody that's gonna lift you up, not try to outshine you. If you're dating a man like Steven from Tell Me Lies, I'm praying for you. Like, that's really all it can do at this point. You know how you can just tell when a guy treats women right and just treats people correctly? That's the vibe. Doesn't matter how cute they are, but if they treat people right and they respect their woman, 10, 11 even. My camera's on 10%. Let's be around this shit. And in, relaxing when you need it. I grew up so, like, go, to the point where, like, now if I'm not doing something all hours of the day, I think that I've, like, wasted my day away. But, like, genuinely you need it. Maybe you're sick. Maybe you're burnt out. Maybe you just don't want to deal with shit today. You know, whatever it may be, relax. I need to tell myself that too. So I'm gonna watch this whole thing and listen to my own advice. photoshopping yourself is out. Sorry. It's so damaging for other people. It's damaging for yourself because then at some point you just like are creating this unrealistic expectation for yourself and how you think you should look. The whole skinny epidemic right now is just wow. Like, wow. Carry those big boobs around, girl. Carry it. Carry that badonk. Like, that's what the fans want to see. I will never Photoshop myself. I'll put a filter, sure, to make it look cutesy. I will never Photoshop myself unless there's like something in my teeth. But even then, I'm just kind of too lazy. Like, I just don't think that much work is required for that. Sorry. In learning about and experiencing other cultures other than your own. I am going to Italy. Take a shot every time I say that. I am so excited. I'm excited to experience the Italian culture. I've been to Paris. I've been to Sweden. It's just so eye-opening to experience how other people outside of your own country and outside of the bubble that you live in, just how people live and how people experience life. And I just think that even if you can't travel, just educating yourself on other people's cultures. If you can travel, experiencing other cultures is really important, I think, just to be a well-rounded person in general. And to just have life experiences like that is so cool. And out, vaping. I'm sorry. I don't hate you if you vape, but it needs to stop, unfortunately. And if you vape, I love you, but I can't do it anymore. Same with Zins. They're just gross. They're gross. And your gums are going to decay, and you're not going to be able to smile in 20 years. And I mean that. I don't know. I just think that smoking in general just is like, and in embracing your natural features. Okay? I'm no Megan Fox. And I think that that's obvious. Doing my makeup like this with the waterline just makes my eyes pop. Okay? Doing it with the cheeks makes my round cheeks just like look cutesy. Doing my lip liner over my lip just makes my lips pop. Like, draw attention to yourself and do what makes you feel beautiful. But embrace your natural features. Like, we don't have to do the whole like contour thing. We don't have to all do that. If you have cute round cheeks, you don't have to accentuate them, but you don't have to hide them. I just think it's really encouraging when I see somebody who has a similar facial structure to me and they just pull it off so well. And I'm like, wait, that's twin. That's not to say that I'll never get lip filler in my life, but I don't see it happening. But I'm never going to say never because this is on the internet. So, out bragging about not eating. Let's let that sit in. I guess this goes for the whole skinny culture thing with photoshopping yourself. Just shut up. Just shut up. I'm sorry. Oh, I barely ate today. Like, I'm so hungry. Da-da-da. Shut the f*** up. Shut up. I don't care. I don't want to hear that. It's your choice if you ate something or not. You have full bodily autonomy. Like, make it make sense. I'm usually bragging about this bomb-ass chicken Caesar wrap that I had the other day. Like, it's just not fun. Like, you're boring. You're boring and you're ruining my vibe. Knowing your limits and sticking to them. This is a big one. This is an in for me. Because I see a lot of people my age in college, and maybe I'm unk for saying this, but you don't need to get drunk every day. You don't. And yes, like, weekends are great. But again, knowing your limits and sticking to them, just with life in general, I think is nice. And it's like, if you drink too much one night, whatever, sure, fine. If you drink too much every time, I'm going to help you and I'm going to love you no matter what. And I will always keep my girls safe. But it's just, it gets to a point where it's not cute. You know what I mean? I don't know, but love you. I'm 21. I can drink, and I do. Sorry. But, like, I know my limits, and I don't personally want to be throwing up in the morning and feeling sick. It's going to happen to me one day, but it hasn't yet. So, moving on. Out yucking somebody's yum. And I understand that might seem like what I've been doing this entire time, but that goes with having your own opinions. I have my opinions about this stuff. You can have yours. But yucking somebody's yum is like, it's in a different sense of what I'm saying. Like, if somebody says, oh my God, I love, love, love butter chicken and naan. Oh, I want that so bad right now. It's almost dinner time. If somebody says that and you're like, ew, that's gross. Why would you want that? That's just like, yucking somebody's yum is just like making a big deal and being very negative about somebody's interests, you know? Or if I'm like, oh yeah, like I love Sabrina Carpenter, her music just speaks to me, and somebody's like, okay, like you're weird for that. Like I don't like her at all. Are we not allowed to be different people? Bye. In dressing how you want, self-explanatory, don't be lame. If you have a basic style, love that. Love that. I feel like I have a basic-ish style. Mine's like girly streetwear. Like basic. I'm wearing a t-shirt and sweatpants right now. I wouldn't say I'm the most out there person in fashion, and that's fine. This is how I want to dress, you know, and that's my point. I think that if you want to wear sparkles to work, wear them. If you want to wear high heels to class, wear them. If you want to wear your pajamas to a work meeting, just kidding. But do you see what I mean? Like if you're going grocery shopping and you want to put on a mini skirt, do it. Or if you're going to grocery stores and you want to wear a sweat set because you want to be comfortable going to grocery shopping, do it. It's your life and it's your body and it's your clothing. I have 2 more ins. 1, Zara Larsson. Do you see the vision? I'm going to see her in April and I could not be more ecstatic. Like seeing her on tour, seeing her correct opinions on her Instagram story and just saying what she believes in this day and age in the political world is such a breath of fresh air. It's so inspiring and I love her for that so much. Hey mamas, my camera died. So, and also the sun is setting, so I've got this fun little cinematic look going on about me. The girls are doing it, the pop girls, they're doing it, and the guys are just over there. Yeah, and let's talk about it. Because no one wants to talk about it. And that's the truth. Like, the pop girls are going to do it every single time. Without failure. My other in was therapy. I know I said no to the TikTok therapy speak, but that's TikTok therapy. Go to therapy. Men, women, teens, children. Hell, get them all in there. Everybody can use it, even if you have no problems going on in your life. Go to therapy. You know, maybe it's just... like therapy is just an unbiased person who you can talk to about your life and they're not going to judge you. In fact, their whole point of their job is to help you through things. You don't have to have like a relative die or something. But if you do, that's great. If you do, it's not great. Sending love to you. You don't have to have this major traumatizing event have happened to you to go to therapy. And I feel like that's a big misconception. So what I say to you is go to therapy because it's really nice. And it's just nice to have somebody to be like, oh my God, you'll never guess what she did this time. And they're like, tell me everything. And then like you tell them and they're just like, yeah, that's shitty. You know what I mean? Talk your shit with your therapist. It's just somebody who's unbiased, who's not going to give you an opinion that you're not looking for. And also it's just good for the soul. It's good for the mind. It's good to be like just self-aware of your emotions and of the people's emotions around you. Let me emphasize that. My last out for 2026. You know what's out? 2025. That's corny, but we're leaving that shit in the last year. We're leaving that shit in the past. Those are my ins and outs for 2026. If you have any other ones that you think are fire, or if you have any that you're like wanting to give an opinion on, put it in the comments, let me know. Or if you guys are wanting a part 2. Because I would do this again. Y'all know I love to yap and get pretty. That's literally basically my whole channel. Here's the final makeup look. Something super simple. Could do it every day. Probably won't. But gives you a little extra sense of, I will see you guys soon. Thank you for watching. I love you. Sorry I've been so busy. got big things going on in my life, which I can share soon. Not to sound ominous, but I'm gonna go get 7 Brew. And I'm going to. I appreciate every single one of you, and you're beautiful and loved and supported by me, at least. Go live your life, girl. I love you. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, please, and thank you forever. I love you. I'll see you soon.